888-989-8686.
Mr. Robert Green joins me now with a group called the Spades Social Club, and this is located in Pasadena, California. And tell me about the Spades Social Club, what it represents.
First of all, Phil, thank you for having us on your program.
My pleasure.
So we recognized about a year ago a need, and it may be a need that's difficult for some people to understand, but the need does exist. There was a need for a place where white men could go and feel free to have a beer and tell each other what we call Polak jokes or jokes about blacks and Mexicans without being made to feel as if we were criminals or people who should be shunned. I liken it to a disease. It's as if you have a disease.
Telling racial jokes?
Telling racial jokes, telling jokes about blacks, about women, about hair lips, about Mexicans.
Well, I noticed that you're rather free with the term Polak and hair lip.
Well, we're not trying to be offensive, but what we're saying is there was a need for a place where white people could go and just relax and tell jokes about these people and not be treated as if we had leprosy. Now,
where did the idea for this come from? Because I'm a white man. I don't know that I necessarily have this need.
Well, I'm not asking if you do or if you don't. I'm saying that there are many white men who would like to be able to gather with other white men, have a beer, relax at the end of a long work day, and tell a couple of beaner jokes or a couple of Jew jokes or something and not have everybody come down on you. So what happened was I have mostly white friends. And a year or so...
Well, that's hard to believe.
Well, you know, it's not that I don't know black people, Mr. Hendrie, or that I have any prejudice against black people.
You don't have any prejudice against blacks or against Mexicans, but you feel the need to tell jokes about them.
I feel the need to tell a joke about... I feel the need to tell Polak jokes or hair lip jokes or cripple jokes without having people give me that look, or having people pretend like they're shocked, or having people pretend like they don't like it. And I was at a party a year ago with my wife. I told what we call a joke about blacks. And I won't go into it, but the punchline involved, this guy needing a cosigner. And we were at a friend's house, and what shocked me is there were nothing but whites there, and I got some people visibly upset. My wife and I had a very serious argument as we were going home. You understand what I'm saying? So I decided then and there we no longer had free speech. Now comes September 11th, the attacks on our country. Now people feel a little bit freer to start telling some towelhead jokes, some camel jockey jokes. Now all of a sudden the atmosphere has loosened up. Now I talked to a friend of mine named Rick Tinelay. He's a real estate agent out in Pasadena. He had the listing on an old microbrewery. We bought it. We converted it into a gentleman's club. It has a lounge, a dining area, we call it Spades Social Club. We have membership, we have dues. It's a place where a white man can go and cut loose with a racial joke or a sex joke or a joke about a hair lip or some gal with one eye, and not worry about getting some woman or some minority upset.
Now, the name Spades Social Club.
That is to make it appear as if it's a club with card playing, but...
Yeah, okay, but you and I know what that word means.
White people do. Black people are not... I don't think it's familiar with it.
So black folks are going to see the name Spades Social Club and think it's about playing cards?
Absolutely. And by the way, Phil, we have black members.
You have black members?
That's absolutely right.
Do they get up and tell jokes about whites?
No. You got to understand, Spades Social Club is for white men to go and be able to tell any kind of joke they want. Our black members are allowed to come in, but they are not allowed to tell any jokes, and they're not allowed to be upset about the jokes they hear. If they do, their membership is terminated.
Well, let me ask you a question, Mr. Because this is very interesting. A club where white men can go and tell any kind of joke they want. Let me ask you this question. What about jokes about white people? For instance, your black members, why couldn't they tell white people jokes?
Well, you got a problem with jokes about white people. They're not funny. They're inherently not funny. There's not a lot of them. And they don't have the same sense of just the sort of a joyous, satirical sense that a good, strong joke about a Polak or a black or like I say, a cripple might have. But I'm not trying to impose myself on anybody. That's why we have our club, men who are white and who want to tell a good joke, use the N-word if we want to.
I was going to ask you that. Do you guys liberally use the N-word in your club?
Absolutely. We had a joke the other day I thought was pretty good. Well, I won't use the N-word because I was told by your producer, but the joke goes something like, how come there's nobody in church on Sunday morning?
No, I know the joke, okay?
No, but you need to understand. The reason why there's nobody in church on Sunday morning is because the blacks are in jail and the Mexicans can't get their cars started. We use the N-word in that joke when we're in our club.
You use the N-word in that joke?
Yes, sir. But I know what you think of me. What I'm trying to say is blacks are welcome to join our club. They are certainly welcome to be a part of it, as are Mexicans and women, because we do need the membership, but we do ask them to refrain from wanting to tell any jokes about white people, because it's basically a club where whites can loosen up.
I want to know what the benefit would be for a black man or woman or Mexican or anybody to join your club.
They educate themselves as to the attitudes of white people. They get to know us. They get to know our rhythms, the kind of people that we are. There's no need for them to tell jokes. I don't think that blacks really have the comic timing that whites have. They can't tell jokes. There are other things they can do, but they can't tell jokes.
You never heard of Richard Pryor?
He doesn't tell jokes. See, we tell jokes. Richard Pryor does sketches, but he doesn't tell a good, solid, Halle Berry, just another, N on The Price is Right, that kind of thing. It kind of moves. And
so you guys get together there at the Spades Social Club, and by the way, you don't think black folks know what Spades means?
No, I don't. And what you're doing by reiterating this is you're trying to send the message to them that it's something offensive.
Well, you're aware of the fact that it is, aren't you?
I wouldn't say that. It's a card club. It has a card.
Yeah, it has a card affectation. But the fact of the matter is that is a racial term, that is an epithet, that is a term that is negative. All right, 1-800-449-8686 is the number here on the Phil Hendrie Show. You're on our program tonight to try to get more blacks and Hispanics to join your club.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's be clear. Your club is a club where white guys go to and feel free and relaxed to tell racial jokes.
Yes, sir.
And you want to have more blacks and Hispanics join.
We do, because we need the membership. We want to broaden our membership. We've got an expansion coming in 2003.
And why would I, as a black man, want to sit around in a club and listen to a bunch of white guys tell jokes about me?
As I said, it's educational. The food's great. It is a host bar. Your dues give you all of that.
All right, our number is 1-800-449-8686. Robert Green is the president of the Spades Social Club, a place where white men can go and feel free to tell Polak jokes, Mexican jokes, jokes about blacks, women, and cripples. And by the way, they accept membership from blacks and Hispanics, as well as women, right, Janice? 1-800-449-8686. It's one thing the guy's got a club where you can just go and sit and do that. It's another thing to come out and say, oh, by the way, we need more members. We certainly accept them from black people. He said there's a need for a place where white guys can sit, relax, and tell Polak jokes. 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show.
One 1-800-449-8686. The Phil Hendrie Show is back.
Mr. Henry, I would...
Well, let me just give our number again, 1-800-449-8686, and reintroduce you, Mr. Green. Bob Green from the Spades Social Club, a place where, as your brochure says, white men can go and feel free to tell Polak and black and Mexican jokes without being made to feel as if they're criminals. So you're with other guys who have a similar sense of humor.
That is exactly right. Other men with a similar sense of humor, and other guys who are obviously tired of having their wives. I don't know, Mr. Hendrie, if you're married, but there's a look your wife gives you. you tell a joke that is absolutely hysterical, and suddenly your wife and the other wives give you that look. And the other white male friends that you have, they want to laugh, but like good little boys, they sort of take a sip on their drink and look at the floor and sort of kick their shoes on the carpeting. Now, when I let out with that joke about why nobody goes to church because the Mexicans are in jail and the blacks are in jail and Mexicans can't get their car started, that was a good joke, and I was the first one to tell it in our group.
Funny, I've heard that joke for like 15 years.
No, I'm saying it's that old. But in my group, were you the first to tell it in your group of friends?
I didn't tell that joke. I heard it from somebody.
Well, I was the first to tell in our group of friends. It was a riot. And the reason why I knew it was a riot, because my friends laughed when their wives, otherwise read vis-a-vis ball and chains, were gone. We just want to go somewhere, pull the tap on a beer stein, kick back, put our feet on the table, tell a couple of jokes about Polacks and Arabs and towel heads and all this and not have to worry about it. I love everybody, and I got nothing against anybody.
No, but I mean, all right, I can understand. You just want to be able to tell jokes, but you have black members who are supposed to sit there and shut up and listen to this stuff.
Yes, because it's not about them, it's about us.
So, hi, I'm an African-American. I want to join your club. I sit in.
It's a host bar.
Okay, so I get all I want to drink, I get all I want to eat, and I can sit there and listen to my race denigrated.
Okay, so you say that's denigrating a guy's race by saying nobody's in church because all the blacks are in jail and the Mexicans can't get their cars started.
Yeah, all the blacks are in jail? Yeah.
But I'm not talking about like Bill Cosby or anybody.
Well, when you say all the blacks. 1-800-449-8686. Cindy, you're on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hi.
It's not literally all the blacks.
Yes, Cindy, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that when I originally called, I was going to say that I really objected to you guys giving this guy airtime. But I've had time to think about it while I've been on hold, and I'm actually glad you put this guy on the air because I think it's really important for people to have awareness around the idiots that are out there.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Wait a second. Calling me an idiot? Why can't I go and relax and tell a couple of jokes about Polacks or whatever you want to call it?
Wait a minute. You're calling blacks and Mexicans, Hispanics, you're calling them idiots basically by telling jokes and laughing at them. So why can't I call you an idiot?
I want to be, because it's not funny. See, when you call a white person an idiot, that's not funny.
Oh, I see. But if I call a Mexican an idiot, that's funny.
But if you do, like the joke, they can't get their car started.
Yeah, I got the can't get the car started joke, okay?
That's funny.
I really
got
think...
her frozen in her tracks. She doesn't know what to say.
Hey, I really
think... You should come out to our club. No, seriously, you should come out to our club and see what we got to offer.
You know what? You have really big self-esteem issues. You really need therapy, because if you need to pick on other people to have a good time, there's something...
You need to watch your language, man.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I think the time has come where white men ought to be allowed to sit down, have a beer, tell a couple of hair-lip jokes, and not have their wives bust their balls over it. That's all.
How are you going to feel if you have a child that has a hair lip? How are you going to feel when people tell jokes about that child? Is that going to be funny?
If my uncle had wheels and pedals, he'd be a bicycle. If. We could go on all day.
No, that's a good question. If you had a black child...
How am I going to have a black child? I'm married to a white woman.
Well, I think that if the day ever comes, for instance, that your wife loses her eye, are you going to be making one-eyed girl jokes?
They're fun. Look at a one-eyed... My wife's going to lose her... How's she going to lose her eye? The one-eyed gal joke about winking the guy off.
Okay, man, I can't have these jokes on the air. Thank you. Courtney, you're on the Phil Hendrie Show. Go ahead. Courtney,
hi, is that me?
Yes, go ahead, Courtney.
Okay. I initially had the comment of the, why he would be telling other people they can't tell white jokes when he sits around and tells, Polish American jokes, and
good question.
Generally, most Polish white.
I don't understand. I don't understand the question.
You don't want people telling white jokes. You want other people to join into your club.
Yeah, white jokes are not funny.
Okay. But generally, most Polish people are white, correct?
See, that they're not really white. I mean, they are, but they're Polacks.
Okay, but I think you're kind of...
Thing.
I think you're kind of contradicting yourself.
Is Pope John Paul white?
Well, he's Polish.
Right. Is he white?
He's Polish.
Are Polish people white?
They're Polish. That's all I can tell you. I know that I don't.
Well, we're chasing our tail.
I know what you want from me, Miss Hendrie. It's not the same thing. Polacks are funny. I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay. And another thing, the reason the wives give you
kind
the
of an
look.
off gray or something. I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, go ahead, Courtney.
Okay, the reason the wives give you the look, it's not because they want to give you crap about it or anything. It's because it's embarrassing. And the reason your friends, when you tell a joke, of that nature, yeah, sometimes some people think it's funny, but it's not because they're trying to be quiet.
These are the same guys that laugh after the wives go. When the wives are out of there, they're laughing their rear ends off.
Okay, it's not because of what you're saying. It's because, actually, it is because of what you're saying. You sound
Believe me, it's funny
stupid
stuff. Let me tell you, have you ever been to Atlanta?
Yes, I have.
Okay, you know the MARTA system they got there?
Okay, is this another stupid joke?
Yeah, MARTA. It stands for Moving Africans Rapidly Through Atlanta. Now that
I heard that joke when I lived in Atlanta. It ain't funny now, and it wasn't funny that.
She just laughed. She just laughed.
Yeah, that wasn't a laugh. That was a sigh. That was a sigh of having to listen to
all I'm
stupidity.
saying is you don't have to join my club, but I am saying that this is a place where, for the first time since I don't know when, white men can gather and tell good, fun, hair lip jokes and all kinds of.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
1-800.
Good, fun. Unintelligent,
women with
uneducated jokes.
Unintelligent and uneducated. The guy who wrote that Mexicans can't get their car started joke, that took some intelligence and education. It took a knowledge of culture.
Oh, come on. You aren't trying to tell me that race jokes now have to do with a knowledge of culture.
I absolutely am trying to tell you that, because you got to know these people to tell a good, solid beaner joke. Because
okay, would you do me the service of, at least on my program, not using those terms?
You mean when I said good, solid beaner joke?
Yeah, when you said a good, solid beaner joke.
All right. Jesus.
You're here trying to raise money, right?
Forget it.
No, but it's not what you...
No, just forget it.
1-800-449-8686. Jerry, go ahead. You're on the Phil Hendrie Show.
Hello?
Yes, Jerry, go ahead.
Am I able to speak to that person?
Which one do you want? I'm Bob Green with the Spades Social Club. Man.
Well, you're not much of a person, sir, and I would like to tell you what I think of you. Excuse me.
Your phone's ringing.
Excuse me.
Well, you have a call coming in.
September 11th. You say after September 11th, people were free to tell jokes.
All bets were off.
I need you to know that after September 11th, we are all the same.
What?
You are a person who has no education. I don't know how your wife still stays married to you.
She gives
My
me a place to
husband
vent.
does. Excuse me.
She gives me a place to vent so I can tell some jokes about different heads and stuff like that.
My husband does not laugh at jokes like that. We are both college educated.
So he tells you.
We care. So he tells me.
Yeah, he gets into a bar with some of his buddies.
We happen to be together all the time.
He never goes off and has a beer with his buddies.
No, he doesn't drink beer.
Bull crap.
Look, the lady knows her husband.
Yeah, okay, whatever you say.
I am married 55 years to a man who still gets tears in his eyes when something sad happens to someone.
Boy, is he yanking
you are a poor excuse for a human being.
You really buy
You
this
are
act
the
your
lowest thing that ever walked the face of this earth.
Look, did you
and
ever
to call this club a spade club, you should call it a maniac club.
That was my thing, Jerry, this whole
How
spade...
can you make a joke about a one-eyed person?
You never heard the joke about the one-eyed gal in the sailor?
I don't want to hear it, sir.
The one-eyed gal
I don't
in the
want
sailor
to hear it. I'm not interested in hearing it.
That smells like the outhouse door on a tuna boat.
You smell like that, sir.
Listen, Jerry, thank you for your call. Don't you tell that joke.
You didn't hear the joke about the outhouse door on a tuna boat.
I did hear it, and I don't want it told here. 1-800-449-8686. Robert Green from the Spades Social Club, a place where white men can go and tell Mexican and Polak jokes and not have their wives bust on them. 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show.
Hendrie Show. 1-800-449-8686.
I don't mind.
I tell you, I don't mind having you on the air, mister. I have Bob Green on my show. He's with a social club where white guys get to sit around and tell race jokes. Because you have a private club, and I frankly think that you're making yourself sound stupid.
Well, you know, that's your opinion, Mr. Hendrie. We get together. We have a great time. A bunch of white guys get together, free to tell some Mexican jokes without having the whole world coming down on us, without having ourselves charged with harassment, without having ourselves charged with discrimination. We have a wonderful buffet supper on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. Friday night, yeah, we do. We have amateur night where the guys will get up and tell some of the hair lip jokes that they know, things like.
Well, so what did you have? Pollock night?
We got two of our members specialize in Pollock jokes, yeah, and then we got some guys that like to do the black jokes. But it's a lot of fun. Nobody gets hurt. We do have black members.
Yeah, the black members that aren't allowed to laugh.
They're allowed to laugh.
I mean, they're not allowed to react. They can't do anything negative.
Now, the black members can sit there and listen and shut up or laugh, but they can't tell any jokes. And Tuesday night is Black Woman Humor Night, where we do a lot of jokes about black females. And then Wednesday at 10, we do our multiple sclerosis jokes. So that,
oh, man.
No, but see, you don't understand this.
Oh, man. I mean, so, hey, Wednesday night at 10. I bet you they line up around the block for that.
You know, you don't get what it is I'm saying.
Well, Wednesday night at 10 is our multiple sclerosis joke night.
Yes, 10 o'clock. And if you want to ask, do they line up around the block at 10 o'clock? The parking lot's full, I'll tell you that. We do a buffet supper at 9. At 10 o'clock, we start off, bam, 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 solid hour of MS, MD, and hair lip jokes. I can tell you it is a riot.
What if I told you I wouldn't find that funny?
I'm just telling you that I think it's funny. Friday is Jews and Bingo. And
I'm sorry, what's that?
Jews and Bingo.
Jews and Bingo. And you have black and Jewish members.
Yes, I do.
Thursday night at 10 is MS night. Here is Sherry on the Phil Hendrie Show.
And one other thing, Mr. Hendrie. Only women are calling your program tonight. I haven't heard one black person call.
Sherry, go ahead.
Hi.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got to tell you, this guy is a poor species of human being. And
See, another woman.
All right, let her talk, okay?
Well, they're the only ones that are upset about it.
You know what? It's people like you that are bringing down the world. Because it's about love, you know?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't fly any.
People like you.
I didn't fly planes into the World Trade Center. I'm not
Yeah,
blowing
but listen
people
to
up
how
in a
you're putting down other people. You're putting down other people.
Every joke that is ever told, Sherry, is at somebody's expense. It can be a kid, an old lady.
So if you came down with MS, would it be a joke anymore?
Well, let me ask something.
Pardon me?
Well, let me ask something. Let
me ask you something. If you came down with MS, would it be a joke anymore?
If I came down with MS?
Yeah, would it be a joke anymore?
No, it would not.
Okay, then.
But I don't have it.
My point exactly.
No, well, what point are you making? I don't have it, so it's funny.
Oh, wait a minute. It's funny now.
Yeah.
But if you got it, it wouldn't be funny.
Right.
So, obviously, you think because you're a white man, you're king of the world. Is that right?
I'm just saying I want to relax as a white man. I haven't heard one black person call and say this is bad. I've heard a lot of women call in and say that it's bad. You see, those are the only people that got problems with this are women. And why? Because
you know what? You are a joke.
About.
You are a joke in yourself.
The outhouse door and the tuna boat, the one-eyed gal and the sailor. Some of the top 10 jokes I know are about women.
The one-eyed gal and the sailor and the outhouse door and a tuna boat. Man, you know.
Sure, you are so full of it with your world of love. I'm
full of it.
You'd go home and boil yourself.
You are
in the same chair as
hilarious.
a crippled Mexican woman. So
there. Phil, why do you have this guy on the air?
I don't know. I'm gonna blow him off the line.
Did you know, Mr. Green, that you're probably about 2% of the population?
We're not asking for everybody in the world to join our club. We're simply, it's just a can of guy, and I'm having a beer, and then you come in.
You're getting people to join your club, and the only people that are going to join your club, those are people that don't know their way in the world.
Come on, Sherry, you got no timing. Mr. Green, you're going to get some people to join your club. The only ones that don't know their way in the world. That, boom, that's timing. That gets it out. That took like a day for you to say. Look, Sherry,
people that are lost in the world are the only ones that join your club.
Come on down to the Silly Negro Open Mic Night and roll them out for us, okay?
All right. Thank you very much for your call.
Look, you got me on your show.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to know about your club, okay? Thursday night is MS night. And all of these other things that you're doing.
I think, Mr. Hendrie, it enables a certain understanding. What are they saying about us? What are their views? White men are reluctant to express themselves. If they were around non-judgmental blacks, I think they would work and tell jokes. So we're asking the blacks to get cracking, get moving, try and dispel a lot of those notions that you're lazy, and join our club and give us some money.
Yeah, okay, that'll happen.
To have laughter is to take away fear. Just imagine a group of white guys sitting around farting, belching, and telling Mexican jokes.
Well, let's see. That's just about every day in our office during show prep.
Thank you.
All right. 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show.
One 1-800-449-8686. And now more on the Phil Hendrie Show.
Margaret, I'm sorry. I know you didn't have an opportunity.
I just want to say, Phil, I get on your program. I wanted to sing a song for Ted Bell.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry the kid was farting.
But I want to say congratulations to Ted. His bowling shirts are fantastic.
That's right. The Teds of Beverly Hills bowling shirt is now available on the Phil Hendrie Show website. Go to philhendrieshow.com, PHILHENDRIE show.com. Spades Social Club.
Wasn't that disgusting? Do you feel that?
What?
Do you feel the need to go and tell race jokes?
No, I mean, the guy's saying we're a place where white guys can sit around and just tell some good beaner jokes. Hey, any poker game I've ever been at, well, I mean, I shouldn't say it.
Oh, so...
No. Brr. No, it's actually has nothing to do with me. It's the people that I hang with.
Well, I've got a song that I'd like to sing, Phil, and it goes something like this. Da-da-da-da-da, I can wash out 40 pairs of socks, do-do-do-do-do, and have them hanging out on the line, boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. I can starch and iron 2 dozen shirts before you can count from 1 to 9, boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. I can scoop up a great big dipper full of lard from the dripping can, throw it in the skillet, go out and do my shopping, be back before it melts in the pan, because I'm a woman, W-M-A-N. Oh, I'm a...
Oh, excuse me.
What? Don't ever interrupt me with...
No, but you gotta know something.
What?
I'm a woman, W-M-A-N.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't,
And you were a little flat.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Richard Perry. Are you producing my next record?
Margaret, you were a little...
Excuse me, but I'm the singer. I was a little flat. You know, you better smile when you say that.
It just didn't sound... Go ahead.
Do. I can wash out 40 pairs of socks. Boo, 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 boo. Have them hanging out on the line. Ooh, 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 ooh. I can start...
Wait.
You interrupt me one more time, and I'll come over there, and I will do some ball handling you'll never forget.
Okay, look. Sing another song.
What other song?
Any other song for Ted's of Beverly Hills with his shirt, because you ain't hitting woman. You misspelled it. It's W-O-M-A-N.
Yes.
W-M-A-N. Doesn't work.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And beneath this snowy mantle, cold and clean, the unborn grass lies waiting for its coat to turn to green. The snowbird sings the song he always sings, and speaks to me of flowers that will bloom again in spring. When I was young, my heart was young then too. Anything it would tell me, that's the thing that I would do. Spread for any man that came along.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
What?
That's not the lyrics to that. You know, it's one thing you can sing it flat if you want to, but
What did I do wrong?
Spread for any man that comes along.
Oh, my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not it.
I'm sorry, I misread it.
Well, whatever the lyric sheet is that you've got there, make sure that you got the right lyrics.
Phil, how many times do you want me to hear I'm sorry? I think it's boring for the audience. Let me go on.
Go ahead.
Ted, wherever you are, this is for you, darling. 2, 3, 4, a 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3. Beneath the snowy mantle, cold and clean, the unborn grass lies waiting for its coat to turn to green. The snowbird sings the song he always sings, and speaks to me of flowers that will bloom again in spring. I hear voices when I'm in the bathroom. I think it's coming from a transmitter shoved in my back teeth.
Wait.
What?
Baby,
Wrong lyrics?
Yeah, wrong lyrics. I don't think the Snowbird song has anything to do with I hear voices when I'm in the bathroom coming from transmitters shoved in my back teeth.
Oh, my God, you're right.
Yeah. Can we just do the song all the way through with the right lyrics?
Here we go. Ted, this is for you, darling. 2, 3, 4. A 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2.
Will you get to the song?
Beneath the snowy mantle, cold and clean. Oh, the unborn grass lies waiting for its coat to turn to green. The snowbird sings.
Get out of here. Freaking whack job. Sometimes I think Margaret leaves her office over there at the newspaper, just tanks up at a local bar, then calls me from some payphone just to screw with me. When I was young, I spread for any man that came along. That's great. That's Snowbird. All right, 1-800-449-8686. Well, don't forget our website.
Okay, I think I'm going to the goddamn gun range. I'm going to print a picture of, what's his name? Savij. I'm going to print a picture of that guy's head and try to get a bullseye between the eyeballs. A piece of paper, of course, at the gun range.